Hi guys, it's me Zane and I'm blurry. Okay, I am focused. So today it's time for another update for my kokedamas, yay, because it's a great project. So I will start with my Phalaenopsis kokedama, which is new, and we're gonna see all of my kokedamas and I will tell you what happened to them and everything like that. So let's begin this. So here is my Phalaenopsis kokedama, which I made after the other one just died because of crown rot. I don't know why it was hanging. It was a hanging orchid, a hanging Phalaenopsis. The water just flowed away from the crown and it got crown rot. I don't know why phals like to get crown rot. Anyways, I had this orchid, so I put it on a kokedama, but this kokedama and my new Dendrobium kokedama is a bit different from my other kokedamas because I did not use the bark chips core, but I thought that I will try out another core, and it's the styrofoam ball in the center, and it just wrapped around with sphagnum moss and the roots. So in this case of the Phalaenopsis, I just wrapped around the roots and I just covered everything with sphagnum moss and that's it. And in the case of my Dendrobium, because it's need a lot of water in the summertime, I put a layer of sphagnum moss on the bowl, and after I placed around the bowl the roots, and after that another layer of sphagnum moss. But so far so good, so I will... Okay, and I have to tell you something about this kokedama. If you look at it from this side, you can see that this part is really lightweight because of there is just a sphagnum moss and styrofoam core, and this part is really heavy because there are leaves and there is water in the leaves, and if I would just hang it with this string, it would be like this. But right now I want... Oh, it's beautiful like this too. When I made it, I wanted this orchid to stay like this and to grow like sideways. So I figured out that the only way I can have it positioned like this is if I place a stake through this bowl, and I made a knot right here. But I don't mind it because I think it looks kind of cool. I don't know why, I just like it. And I'm watering it like every 3-4 days. I'm watering it twice a week. Nothing dramatic happening on this one. She is receiving the cold temperatures for blooming right now, and we'll see if it's gonna work. Okay, this one hangs really low, close to my other plants, but anyways, so this is the Dendrobium kokedama, which I only showed you, and there are no drastic changes on this one either. This is again a styrofoam core, and I used another technique for hanging it up, and I like this more, so maybe even I will change my other kokedamas to styrofoam core because it's let's say more practical, and I will hang it up by this wire, and I will talk about this wire more if I will talk about my Oncidium kokedama. I already start to observe some leaf turning because the leaves want to face the sun, and I already start to notice something because if you look at this leaf, alright, this kokedama is hanged in the window, and the window is at this side of this plant, so you can notice that these leaves are starting to turn to face the sun. This is starting to face the sun too. There is some curling, but that's okay. I don't want this cane to curl up towards the window because it will bump into the window, that's the one thing, and the other thing, it's going to be a bit ugly if it's going to be like curved. So we can stake normal potted orchids, so I figured out that I can stake this one too. It's not going to be it's not gonna ruin this whole kokedama thingy. So right now I keep staked this cane because I want this cane to grow straight, and I just put a stake here, and here is this thingy, and here is another one because it's already started to curve. So that's about this kokedama. It's nice to see this change of the turning leaves because I just bought it like 2 weeks ago or something, so that's good. Nice orchid. Okay, so here we have the Oncidium kokedama, and this one is looking good. And if we look at it from the side, that we can see that this new growth which bloomed started to curve, started to bend up, and that's okay for me. I just put this string there. What I'm gonna do actually, after a time when there's gonna be new growth somewhere there, I'm gonna convert this into a styrofoam ball core kokedama because I like that more, and I will actually replace these strings with those wires because those are more beautiful. You cannot see them, and that's the point. And actually, if we look at this flower, that we can see that this was the oldest growth, and then this one, then this one, then this one. So the next growth is going to be here, and then here, and here, and here, and it's going to be like it's going up on this side. So maybe if I will hang it up with only 2 strings, and the one end of the wire, only wire, I will go through with the wire in that ball, and if I will go through this direction, that I go into the ball right here and come out on the other side, then if this plant is starting to be heavy on this side, it will actually automatically turn a bit, so it will be always a hanging plant, and I think that's a great idea because I want this Oncidium to be hanging. Anyways, oh, there is a fungus gnat. You nasty little creature, go away, I hate you! I will buy a Pengicola, or what is that, butterwort, and that plant is going to eat you. So that's how you should worry about your life. Just go away from my plant because that other plant is gonna eat you. Go away. Okay, so some words about this plant itself. Yes, that's this bloom just don't want to go away. This bloom started to fade away like 2 weeks ago, but it's still beautiful. I don't know why it's staying like this, but I like it, and it's still fragrant, so that's good. Thank you, little plant. Actually, I will leave these spikes here because I like them. And this is my last kokedama, and you can see how beautiful it is facing the sun. These leaves are just beautiful. I really like them this way. I want my other kokedama to look like this. So right now I figured out that if you can remember, and you can remember because I will put a link right here, a card or something, and I will show you how this plant looked like, because somewhere here between these canes which were cut away by those sellers, anyways, there somewhere was another large pseudobulb like this one here, but I managed to drop it and it started to rot and everything on the wound, so I had to cut away the whole pseudobulb actually. And right now I don't think that these canes will grow too big compared to that old cane. So I was thinking that I'm gonna provide a short winter rest for this orchid, and if it's gonna bloom, then it's gonna bloom, but if not, it's going to be okay. I can wait for this one because it's going to be look beautiful, so I can wait for this one. I just want to provide a short winter rest for this. Actually, I will make it to go into the winter rest, because if I will provide cold temperatures and dry media, after a time she will notice that actually he will notice that I'm providing the cool winter rest, and these canes, this bigger one and this tinier one, actually will plump up, and actually they will mature when they go into dormancy. So that is what's gonna happen to this orchid right now, and I already started to not water it. So yeah, it's going to dormancy right now because I want it to go into dormancy, and maybe if it's gonna bloom later in the summer, or actually not in the summer, but in mid-spring or late spring. But it's going to be okay for me, because if I can provide right now cold temperatures, it will go into dormancy. I will provide a short dormancy period, and after it will have actually this big cane and these two canes which will be plump already, and these canes can provide enough energy to grow much taller, or actually in this case much longer canes. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna do with this orchid, because yeah, it was blooming in autumn, so it's confused right now, but I will make it go dormant right now, and after a short dormancy period I will start to water it again and provide high light levels and high water temperatures, so it will wake up and grow, hopefully at least 2 longs the bloom. So that's what I'm gonna do with this one. And actually I will convert this one into a styrofoam center kokedama, because this one is, I don't know, I really don't like this kokedama because it's so, I don't know, it's so soft, and I don't like this one. And so yeah, that's what I'm gonna do with this orchid. But I already like how these canes and these leaves look like, because they're looking like a pendant dendrobium. So okay, that was my video for today, and I hope you liked it. And if you like this video, then give me a thumbs up and like this video and leave comments, and do the same thing that you would do anyways. So yeah, like this video, leave comments and leave suggestions and questions and anything, and I will get back to you. I will write answers, and subscribe to my channel, and see you next time. Bye!